Y'all, sometimes the easiest meals are the best. We're going to make a simple pot roast. Hi, and welcome to our channel. Welcome to my kitchen. We are going to make a simple, easy, fast, not fast in the oven, but it takes about 3 minutes to assemble. And it is so good every time. Let's get to it. If you have a deep freezer like I do, there is always something that gets lost in there. And I have these back ribs. Now, these are expensive. If you just go to buy back ribs, they're really expensive. What we do, like I've said in other videos, is that around Christmas time, they always put those standing rib roasts on sale. Well, what we do is the backs are already cut off, so we just take those and I shove them in the freezer, and then Randy cuts steaks, and then we have ribeyes whenever we want a ribeye for a lot less money than trying to go and buy a ribeye, like half price, because generally when they put those rib roasts on sale, they'll be $5.99, $6.99 a pound, whereas a ribeye is $12.99 a pound. So we do that, and then we stick them in the freezer. Well, I forgot all about these back ribs. They are 1 year and 4 months old or something. They've been hiding, and they got to go. But if you're going to make it, a simple beef roast, pot roast, rump roast, really doesn't matter. Whatever kind of roast you're used to or can afford to get right now, then that's what you use. It's going to taste just as good. All you're going to need is a piece of meat, some carrots, some potatoes. They don't have to be these little potatoes. That's just a preference. You can use big potatoes and then just cut them into squares. That'd be fine. Some mushrooms, some onions, salt, garlic, and your favorite steak seasoning. That's it. I just told you to use a rump roast. Do not try to use a rump roast. That is not what I meant to say. You can use an arm roast, one of those 7-bone steaks, a chuck roast. That's about it. That's a good balance. But a rump roast needs really specific. One of these days, when I find one on sale that I can afford, I'll show you what to do with a rump roast, but they take a lot of time. Okay, now we're just going to start assembling. I'm going to start right here with my ribs. I'm just going to lay them right in the bottom of my pan, which I've covered in aluminum foil. We're going to make a nice big pocket. Okay, we're going to salt. Fair amount of salt. I'm going to put garlic. Lots of garlic. Garlic's good for you. Take steak seasoning. Like that. I don't flip these over because obviously they're bone on the bottom, so I don't have to. Now, if you're doing the 7-arm or the chuck roast or any kind of roast, you'll want to season it on both sides. Now we're going to start on our veggies, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to chunk up my onions, chunk the carrots, cut the potatoes in half, and we're nearly there. And I'm just gonna cut these little potatoes right here, right over the stove. No sense in using a cutting board. It's one simple little cut. All right, now that everything's assembled, we're gonna go again and salt that really good. Again. Garlic it really good again. Your favorite steak season again. Now I'm gonna put my mushrooms in there. Now if you have fresh mushrooms, that is oh so much better. But I only bought 1 pack of mushrooms and I've already used them. So it's canned. We're just gonna throw those all over the top. And y'all, I know that I do not have enough aluminum foil. So my granny used to get on me all the time about using too much. So a lot of times I don't put enough, but I can hear her in the back of my head going, "Don't you use all that aluminum foil? That's wasteful." So we're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna have to get another piece and put it over the top. Because yep, I did not have enough, but that's okay. Granny won't be mad at me. Hey. Yeah, I do want to make sure that I'm not going to leak anything out the sides. So I am going to get that nice and tight. And then I'm going to go over here and get another piece of aluminum foil that'll go all the way over the top. Right, now I got enough. All the way around. Make sure it's sealed up good and tight. Well, we'll put it in a 350-degree oven for about an hour and a half. And we'll be back in an hour and a half. But before I go, do not throw away your onion peels or those little bits of carrot. You put those in a bag in your freezer. You can make veggie broth, chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you need out of stuff you were going to throw away. All right, my roast is done now, and we're going to have peach cobbler for dinner. We love peach cobbler. So I'm going to get that started. If you need to know how to do that, Randy can link that up there in La La Land somewhere and show you how I do that. It's so simple too. All right, well, let's get to dinner. Here's my dinner. And here's my dessert. By the time we get done with dinner, dessert will be ready. Hot and ready. Hear the steam. Be careful when you open that. Awesome. Quick, or not quick, but simple and easy and delicious.
You know that this is going to be really good, right? And I don't really have to do a taste test.
No, he really doesn't.
I guess you just actually want to see me put it in my mouth so that you can tell if it's safe or not, right?
Yeah.
One thing I really like about this, when she makes that, is carrots. I love them.
Just something about beef and carrots. Yeah, beef, carrots,
let me taste this almost 1.5-year-old meat.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe that thing's been in there, and I just kept not seeing it or moving it or...
Well, I used a butter knife. How about that, right?
All right. Yeah, that's a plus.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. We're good there. Good thing she didn't leave it in there for 2 years. Okay, well, you guys have a great night. We'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Well, that's Tammy's line. I stole that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Bye.